Okay? Any pains or injuries? Okay. All right. Good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10 and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, your low back or hips are tight. Please elevate and sit up on some blocks or some blankets. The elevation will make it easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine as you take your cross-legged position, palms face up. Fingers come together, mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Grounding evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine. And let your inhales even out with your exhales. 3 ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga, call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarvavashtan, Sarvavashtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. And then chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop left hand. Chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side. Roll center. A few more rounds at your own pace. And chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And then chin back toward the chest again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side, sitting up tall, turning your toes toward each other. And then roll them out. Draw in, roll out. Draw in, out, rotation, circling. And back to center, switch them around in rotations. And back to center again. Cross your shins, but take the opposite shin on top, the other crossing of the legs. Take the arms up high, extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind your left hand to the right knee. Come back to center, arms up. Twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Back to center again. Legs forward, forward fold. Now you can grab your ankles, you can grab your shins as well, just holding on to something so they have support, so they can lengthen your spine, and then gently hinge forward at the hips, keeping a neutral spine to take the forward fold. And release. Step the feet to the floor about mat's width distance and pivot to your heels, support with your hands, and then windshield wiper your knees side to side. All right, Devashis, if you walk your feet wider, it'll be easier and it'll feel a lot more movement into your hips. All right, come back to stillness. Step the left heel in and take the right ankle on top of the left knee and step the left foot in and sit up tall, drawing your chest toward the right shin. Make sure you flex your foot. Yeah. And then lift the feet, a three-legged tabletop. And start to release your feet back down. Step the left foot forward, switch sides. Right heel comes down, left ankle to right knee, step the right foot in, and sit up tall. Good, flex your foot. And then press into your right heel and lift the feet, a three-legged tabletop. And release your feet back down. Release your soles of feet together, knees apart, and then butterfly your knees just a little bit. All right, and then grabbing the ankles, draw your heels in a little bit closer. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, as you draw forward, if you can press your elbows to your inner thighs to give yourself more hip opening. And good. Start to draw back up. Keep the left heel in and swing the right leg back so your legs are in the letter S. Then walk your hands over to the left side, supporting with your fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, and bow forward about halfway. Stop at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper, bow forward a little bit more. And release. Make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are, and then counter twist to the right. Square back to center. Left hand comes to the floor. Lift your feet. Raise your right arm up and across the collarbone, back in space. So it's a back bend and a heart opener. Then raise your right arm up over the right ear, reaching toward the left side, and it's a right side stretch. And slowly take your seat back down. Switch sides. Right heel comes in. Left leg goes back. A reverse letter S with your legs. Walk your hands over to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then bow forward halfway. Stop at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper. Bow forward even more. And begin to make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center. Right hand to the floor. Lift your seat. Left arm up and across the collarbone, back in space for the back bend and the heart opener. Then raise left arm up over the left ear, reaching to the right side. And then gently take the seat back down. Extend the left leg forward, extend the right leg forward. This time, separate your feet about max width distance. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forward. This time you're grabbing the inner feet or your inner legs, whatever you can hold on to. Then re-lengthen your spine. On the exhale, hinge at the hips to draw forward, forward fold. And making your way back up, bend your knees. Come to your hands and your knees. So your hands are about shoulders width, line up your shoulders with your wrists. Knees about hips width, line up the hips with the knees. All right, on the inhale, draw the navel down, raise your tail, raise the back of the head, and stay here in cow pose. So you're arching your spine, looking for a back bend. Reach through your tail, reach to the crown of the head. On the exhale, round the spine, chin toward the chest, dome the middle of the back up toward the sky, point the tail toward the heels. Come back to cow pose, lift the tail, lift the back of the head. Exhale, round for cat pose. One more time. Inhale, cow. So drop the Devashis, drop the navel, raise your tail, raise the back of the head. Good. Exhale, round the spine. Come back to neutral spine. Reach your left heel back, right arm forward, and extend. Take the right hand to a fist. Then on the exhale, draw the left knee in, right elbow in. And then on the inhale, extend the left leg out, right arm forward. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, expand it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, expand it out. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand to grab the foot, and then kick back. Good. Release. Right hand comes back down. Left knee comes down. On the inhale, raise your right elbow up. Exhale, thread it through 3 times. Inhale, lift the right elbow up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Draw the right shoulder, right cheek toward the floor as you twist. Now, once you plant your right shoulder, right cheek to the floor, extend the left arm forward and reach through your left fingertips forward. All right, press into your left hand, lift the torso back up, walk your hands back in. Okay? On the inhale, draw the navel down, raise your tail, raise the back of the head, 3 cat-cows. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral spine. Kick the right heel back, left arm forward, and extend. Then take the left hand to a fist. On the exhale, draw the right knee in, left elbow in. Inhale, expand it back out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, expand. Bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand, grabbing your foot, and kick back. And release. Left hand comes down, right knee comes down. Inhale, draw the left elbow up. Exhale, thread it through 3 times. Inhale, draw the left elbow up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, thread through. Start to lower your left shoulder, left cheek toward the floor. Once you have a stable position, reach your right arm forward and extend. Press into your right hand, lift back up. Now keep both hands forward. Puppy pose. As you keep the tail reaching back, you're going to start to draw the chest and the chin toward the floor. Now, you might need to make an adjustment with your hands going even further forward. If you have the flexibility to draw the chest and the chin toward the floor, go ahead and take it. This is your puppy pose. Now, make sure you look slightly forward, okay? Your chin and chest is toward the floor, looking forward toward your fingertips. Good. So this is called puppy pose. So this is a nice shoulder opener for the underside of your shoulders and for the ribs. All right, press into your hands, lift back up, walk your hands back in, draw forward and lower your belly and chest toward the floor. Walk your hands forward, forearms down, Sphinx pose. Grab opposite elbows so that your shoulders line up with your elbows. Then you also want to check that your shoulders and your elbows line up one over the other. So you don't want your shoulders forward. You're going to collapse, right? So you want to draw the arms back so that your shoulders and your elbows are vertical. Once you measure that out, take the arms forward, and that should be about shoulders width, and this is your Sphinx pose. Press your belly and your lower ribs toward the floor, and that will flatten your lower back. And press your forearms down and lift your chest in opposition. Now, gently looking slightly forward toward the floor. So if you look straight forward, notice how that crunches the back of the neck, right? And you don't want to also draw the chin toward the chest, which overstretches the back of the neck, unless you're looking for that, right? You want to look slightly forward toward the floor, slightly ahead of you. And that will keep your neck in a much more neutral position, which is what we're looking for, lengthy through the sides of the neck and neutral through the entire cervical spine, your upper spine. Now, as you keep pressing your belly and your lower ribs toward the floor, you should feel a nice release and an extension of your lower spine, your lower back. Now, if you tend to squeeze your glutes a little bit, right, I want you to release that. Try not to squeeze your glutes, but energetically pressing through your belly and your lower ribs toward the floor, releasing your lower back, releasing your glutes. Now, as we take the next 3 or 4 breaths, right, long breaths, really think about releasing your lower back and not have any activity to your lower back. Right, so it's a very subtle movement, so just look to just gently release. All right, so let's reactivate again to come out of the pose. You're going to press your forearms down, lift your chest, and then start to feel for activation of your lower back again. And then to come completely out of the pose, lift the elbows up a little bit, draw the elbows out to the side so you can lower your chest. Walk your hands back, and nice and slow, make your way back to child's pose. Seat toward the heels and folding forward. So as you transition back, you're stretching your lower back, releasing your hips. All right, make your way back up. And then tuck the toes under, lifting your knees for down dog. And start to pedal out the legs. Walk it out, side to side. All right, come back to stillness in the down dog. Your hands are separated about shoulders width. Press your fingers, your knuckles, and your palms to the floor strongly. And then as you reach your tail back toward the heels, reaching heels toward the floor as well. Now, if your hamstrings are tight, you can keep the slightest bend to your knees, so that helps you to release your lower back a little bit and release your hamstrings a little bit. All right, on the inhale, raise your right leg up, 3-legged dog. On the exhale, draw the right knee in toward the nose as you round the spine 3 times. Inhale, kick your right heel up. Exhale, knee in toward the nose as you round the spine. So you want to lift your heel and dome the middle back up toward the sky, chin toward the chest. So you want to really round. Inhale, kick your right heel up. One more time. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose as you round. Kick it back up again. Open up the hips and bend the right knee. Right knee is reaching up toward the sky. Left heel is reaching down toward the floor as you stack your hips. Raise your right leg back up. Square off your hips and step the right foot forward. Back heel comes down. Warrior one. Arms up high and extend. Back heel all the way down. Yeah. So make sure. Warrior one. Always. Back heel down. Inhale. Lengthen the front leg. Reach up high. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. 3 times. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching up. Bend the front knee. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Draw the shoulders open as you look up. And then bow forward, devotional warrior. Crown of the head to the inside of the foot. Take it all the way back up. Warrior one. Take the right hand back behind you, half bind. Left arm forward and bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right 3 times. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. Square back to center. Raise your left arm up and bend your left elbow. Left elbow to the right knee 3 times. Inhale, come back up. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale, take it back up. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale, take it back up. Raise your left arm, raise your right arm. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Then lengthen your front leg. Reach up high. Bend the front knee. Warrior two. Lengthen the front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Stay here and then reverse warrior. Right arm up and back. Side angle. Take the right arm to top of the right leg to modify, or the hand to the floor. Left arm up. The other way, yeah. Right hand to the inside of the right foot, Devashis, the front leg, yeah. Inhale, all the way back up, reverse warrior. Then lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Right hand to top of the shin or to the floor, left arm up. Inhale, all the way back up, reverse triangle. Then bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras. Lift up, baby cobra. Belly, lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it for cobra. And lower all the way down. Child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. And then down dog. Raise your left leg up. 3-legged dog. Exhale. Left knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose and stay here. You're coming high up on your right tiptoes. You're drawing your knee in toward the nose. You're doming the middle of the back up toward the sky. So you want to round the spine. Inhale, kick back up one more time. Left knee in toward the nose and round. Inhale, kick up. Open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee is reaching up, right heel is reaching down toward the floor. Raise your left leg back up, square off your hips, stepping. Your left foot forward. Back heel down, warrior one. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching. Bend the front knee, warrior one. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace with the opposite thumb on top. Lift up, gaze up. Then bow forward, devotional warrior. Inhale all the way back up, warrior one. Left hand behind you, right arm forward and bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. One more time. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting here. Hold it a breath or two. Bend the front knee. Yeah. Square back to center. Raise your right arm up and bend your right elbow. Right elbow to your left knee 3 times. Inhale, back up. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, back up. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, back up. Raise your right arm up. Raise your left arm up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse, warrior. Exhale, side angle. Modifying, elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor. Right arm up, so this is your side angle. Inhale all the way back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg. Triangle. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Right arm reaching up. Inhale all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee. Hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back. Plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. 3 progressive cobras. Lift up, baby cobra. Belly lower, stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Cobra, hold it here for a few breaths. And all the way down. Child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Lower your forearms down. Take your hands into a fist. Dolphin push-ups. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees. Draw the feet back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, draw back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. This time, inhale, forward. And stay here, dipping forward for 3, 2, 1. Press it back. And then release your knees down, releasing your hands, down dog. Inhale, right heel up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. Stay hovering. Kick it back up. Right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Right knee outside the right arm. Kick it back up. Open up the hips, bend the right knee, and flip. Roll onto outside the left foot. Drop the right foot back behind you, and lift. Flip it back around. Right leg up, 3-legged dog. Stepping. Your right foot forward. Warrior one. Take the arms out to a T. Reach the arms forward. Reach your arms back. Go as wide as you can. Reach your arms forward. Reach your arms back. Reach your arms forward. Reach your arms back. Stay with the arms reaching back. Lift the gaze up into a back bend. Bow forward, devotional warrior. But this time your arms go out in a wide position. Crown of the head reaching down. Fingertips reaching up. Take it all the way back up. Warrior one. Take the left hand to grab the right wrist. Extend up and side bending over to your left. Take it back up. Switch hands. Extend. Side bending to the right. Back to center, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Ex- Exhale, extended side angle, left palm face down and reach forward. Devashish the other way. Right hand down, left arm forward. There you go. And reach toward the front of the room. Forward, forward, forward. There you go. Side angle. Inhale, all the way back up, reverse, triangle. Lengthen out the right leg, extended triangle. Right hand to your floor, to your shins, left palm face down and reach forward to the front of the room. Take it back up, reverse, triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath, exhale, push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick back up. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick back up. Left knee outside of the left arm. Kick back up, open up the hips, bend the left knee and flip the dog. Roll onto outside the right foot. Drop the left foot back behind you, the other direction. There you go. Lift the hips up. Lift, lift, lift. And flip it back again. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior one. Take the arms out to a T position. Reach the arms forward. Reach the arms back. Reach the arms forward. Reach the arms back. Reach the arms forward. Reach the arms back. Stay here and widen. Then bow forward, devotional warrior with the arms reaching up toward the sky in a V position. Take all the way back up. Warrior one. Right hand catching your left wrist, extend up and side bend to the right. Take it back to center, switch hands, extend, side bend to your left. Back to center, warrior one, open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, extend it, side angle. Left hand to the floor, right palm face down and reach forward. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg, extended triangle. Left hand to the shin or to the floor, and the right palm face down. Reach forward to the front of the room. Inhale all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee comes into twist. Touch your left arm. Kick back up. Right knee comes into twist. Touch your left arm. Kick back up. Right knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Fallen triangle. So the right leg goes underneath your body to the left side. And then balancing on the right hand, raise your left arm up. Lift the hips. Lift the hips. Press into your right hand and lift. Flip it back again. Left hand comes down. Right arm up. And then stepping your right foot forward. Back heel comes down. Warrior one. This time, cactus your arms. Then draw the arms in. Your hands and your arms are very active, right? Inhale, draw it back. Exhale, arms in. Inhale, open. Exhale, arms in. Inhale, open. Wrap the right arm underneath the left, eagle arms. If you can double wrap, double wrap. So line up the elbows, and then bend the elbows, and then wrap them. Yeah, there you go. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, draw forward 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow forward. Stay forward folding. Then release your hands to the floor, supporting with your hands. You're going to start to bend your back knee as you shift the seat toward the left heel, flex your right foot, and then draw back forward into a deep lunge. Draw the seat back toward the left heel, and then draw it forward. Draw it back, and then draw it forward. Step the right foot down. Inhale, come all the way up into reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. Side plank, walk your feet in together, roll onto outside the left hand, left foot. Right arm up, right palm face down and reach forward. And take it back to plank. Roll it to the other side. Right hand down, left arm up, and then reach your left hand forward. Lift through your hips. Lift. Press into your right. Yeah, there you go. And take it back to plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Reach your fingertips back. Reach your toes back. And then lift the chest. Lift your feet. Lift your thighs. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Gazes to the floor. Crown of the head reaching forward. The tail, the toes, and the fingertips are reaching back in opposition. And release all the way down. Tuck the toes under. Press back up into a plank. And then down dog. Left heel up. Left knee comes into twist and touch your right arm. Inhale, kick up. Left knee comes into twist. Inhale, kick up. Left knee comes into twist. Kick it up, fallen triangle. Left leg threads underneath your right. Lift the hips, reach your right arm forward. Lift your hips high. Yes. All right, flip it back again. Right hand down, left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Back heel comes down. Warrior one. Cactus your arms. Draw the arms forward. So remember, your hands and your arms are very active. Inhale, draw the arms back. Exhale, draw the arms forward. Inhale, draw the arms back. Exhale, draw it forward. Inhale, draw back. And then wrap the left arm underneath the right. So line up your elbows, bend your elbows, and then double wrap if you can. Lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, bow forward. 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Stay forward folding here. Stay in the forward fold. Release your hands to your floor. You're going to shift the seat toward the right heel. Flex your left foot. And then draw back forward. And then take it back forward. And then draw the seat back. Take it back forward. Draw it back. Take it forward. On the inhale, lift all the way up into reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back, plank. This time, lower your forearms to the floor. Take the right forearm down, roll to the outside of the hips, and then press and lift your seat. Good. A forearm side plank. Raise your left arm up and reach to the front of the room. All right, take the left hand back down, lower your hips, square back to center, switch sides. Left forearm down, roll to outside the outer left side, and then press into your left arm, lift the seat, raise your right arm up, and reach forward. Take the right hand back down, lower your hips, square back to center, child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. And lift back up, camel pose. So separate your knees 1/5 distance. And then, standing on your knees, tuck the toes under, you're going to lift. Take the hands to your lower back, draw the elbows back, lift your chest, lean the hips forward. And that will be the beginning of your back bend. And as you move the hips forward, upper torso leans back. If you have a deeper back bend, you can take your hands to reach for your heels and then go even deeper. Right? If you're not able to do it, then stay here, hands to support. Yeah. Maybe you're right underneath the heating, yeah. And make your way back up. Walk your hands forward. And then let's take one cat pose. Tuck the tail down toward the heels, chin toward the chest. So this is the opposite direction from your camel pose. So this is now a forward bend to neutralize your spine. And then come back to neutral, lifting your knees, and down dog. Raise your right leg up. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Left knee comes down. Crescent moon. Untuck the back toes. Walk your hands to top of the thighs. And then lean the hips forward. So get into the quad stretch, hip stretch, psoas stretch. And then press your hands into your thighs and think about your belly leaning away from your thighs. So leaning the upper torso back and your belly away from the thighs. And you're gently looking up at a slight angle so the back of the neck stays supported. And then let's release out of that just a little bit so it's not so active. Take your hands, your thumbs, to the occipital ridge, which is the ridge of your skull. Then interlace your hands behind you and elbows out to your side and draw the elbows back so you're broadening your chest and pull up through your thumbs so you're lengthening the back of the neck and then lean the head back, gently looking up. So keep pulling upwards with your thumbs so you're lengthening the back of the neck. Keep drawing your elbows outwardly, opening up your chest. And then extend the arms up in a Y position. So finding extension through your arms and your fingers, but also nice and open through your shoulders. All right, release, hands to either side of the left foot, of your right foot. Tuck the left toes under and lengthen over your right leg. So you're looking to lengthen the front leg the best you can. So hands are to either side. Now, if your hamstrings are tight and you don't have any any blocks for extension, you can keep the right knee bending a little bit. But to the best of your abilities, lengthen the front leg. Now, if you have two blocks, right, you can use two blocks to either side of your right leg, and that will give you an extension of your arms, would make it easier. Yeah, lengthen the back leg as well, best you can, yeah. Now, if your hamstrings are tight, stay here with the right knee bending, so you're just beginning to stretch your back of the right leg, okay? All right, bend the front knee, revolve half moon, reach a left hand forward, so it's opposite hand and foot. Left hand forward, about a foot from your toes, a little bit up to left side, so you're in a diagonal. Then shift the way forward to stand on the right leg and the left hand, stay on your fingertips. Then reach your left heel back and lift the upper torso as high as you can, and then raise your right arm out and up to twist. All right, you're stepping on the right foot, left hand. And then reach your right arm up and back. Good, there you go. Do the best you can. We'll take another breath or two. All right, take the right hand to your floor. Seated spinal twist. Draw the left knee behind the right heel and gently take your feet down. So the right leg should be over your left thigh. Yeah. Draw the left heel in. Good. And then right leg over. Good. Then right hand behind you. Left arm up and twist to the right. All right, so Devashi, since you cannot take the foot down, then you should take the modification. Left leg forward, right foot over. Got it? Okay. All right, so for now, we'll take it for today, but it's not great because your foot is off the floor still. Your foot should be fully planted to the floor. There you go. Plant it down, and then you can wrap your left hand around your right knee and twist. Good. So this is seated spinal twist. All right, so for now, you can keep it there. Eventually, it's going to be your elbow to your knee, okay? Take it. Yeah. So, yeah, just do that. All right. Inhale, come back to center. Keep the legs as they are and counter twist to your left. Come back to center. Half moon. You're going to step the right foot down. Lift the seat. So this time, your right hand forward about a foot, a little up to right side, and you're going to balance on the right hand, right foot, left arm up, left heel back. Good. And then raise your left arm up, opening up the torso to your left side. Good. Stay there if you can. Now, if you're shaking the balance, right, keep the gaze looking to the floor. That will help you to balance. All right. Bend your right knee. Step the left foot all the way back for warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Chaturanga, dog, down dog. Left leg up. Step the left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Crescent moon. Untuck the toes. Walk your hands to the top of the thighs. And then lunge your hips forward. Get into the quad stretch. Press your hands into your thighs. And then lean the upper torso back and think about your belly coming away from the thighs. And then gently looking up at a slight angle. And then again, take your hands to the back of the head so your thumbs are pulling against the occipital ridge. Interlace your fingers behind you. Draw the elbows back. And then pulling the thumbs up to lengthen the back of the neck and lean it back into back. All right, starting to release. Hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toes under. Lift and lengthen over your left leg. So again, you're looking to lengthen the back of the left leg for the hamstring stretch, for the left glute stretch, and the left calves, right? If this is difficult for you, you can always bend your left knee a little bit, but you're always looking to lengthen even though the left knee is bending. Now, if you have two blocks on either side of you, right, you can take the two blocks as an extension of your arms. So Devashi's, right? So you're quite wide right now. That's why you're in a lunge. If you step the back foot in a little bit, you're going to be able to lengthen the front leg a little bit better. Yes. Step it in even more. In. From back here, I want you to step it forward. There you go. That's a little bit too tight, a little bit wider. Yeah, that's good. Now with both hands, right, you're going to lengthen the back leg, and then you're going to lengthen the front leg best you can. Okay, that's okay then. All right. So what you were doing before was you were going deeper and deeper into a lunge, so you're stretching the back leg and not the front leg, right? So I want you to work on trying to lengthen the front leg. Okay. All right. Let's break. Revolve half moon. Bend your left knee. Right hand comes forward about a foot from your toes, a little bit off to right side, so you're in a diagonal. Then shift the weight forward onto your left leg. Reach your right heel straight back. And then raise your left arm up to twist. Right, so your back foot is too far back. Walk it forward, right? So you want the left foot forward, right? The right hand should be only about a foot forward from your toes. 1 foot forward and a little bit off to the side. So if you go too far, right, you see how this is what's happening with you, right? You don't want it that far. You want it to be only about 1 foot. So that's maybe about 2 hands, okay? There you go. Right, best you can, right? So this could be very difficult for your hamstrings, for your quads, also for your hip flexors, right? All right, let's start to take seated spinal twist. Take both hands to the floor for support, right knee behind the left heel, and gently take the feet down. So the left leg should be on top. Good. So try to keep the left foot down if you can. All right, left hand behind you, right arm is up, inhale, exhale, twist to your left. All right, so you might want to take the hand. Good, okay. And twist. All right, keep the legs as they are. Square back to center, counter twist. Regular half moon, step the left foot down. So you want, as you lift the seat, you want the left hand to be only about a foot forward from your toes, and then a little bit off to the left side. So again, slight diagonal. Then stepping on the left leg, left hand, reach your right heel back, reach your right arm up. All right, so you're too far again, right? Walk it in, walk it in, walk it in. Nope, right? So I want you to step on the foot, walk your hands in. Your hand is only this far forward. Yeah. So that's why I say your hand should be a foot forward from your toes, a little bit off to the left side, so that when you balance and you stand on your left foot, your hand is barely there to help you to balance, right? Good. Yeah. Now keep the gaze looking to the floor, and that will help you to balance. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. All right, step it back. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Left foot, stepping back plank. Inhale 1 breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Pigeon, left leg up. Draw the left knee in, land the shin to the floor. Right? So Devashis, this is a technique. You see how earlier on, right, we're doing these poses, right? Same technique. You're drawing the knee in toward the nose as you shift forward, so that now you can more easily land the shin to the floor way forward on front of the mat. Then from here, you want to inch your right knee further back, untuck the toes, walk your hands back, elongate. So do all of this, right? So the key is, right, so I'll walk you through it again. Right, so the technique is raise your left leg up, draw the knee in as you shift your shoulders over your wrists. So now you're further forward so that when you land the shin to the floor, it is already in a much closer position, right? Once you have that, you need to, hold on, I'm getting a Charlie horse. Once you get here, You want to keep supporting with your hands. Inch your right knee further back so you can lower your hips and untuck the toes. Walk your hands in, elongate. So you want to measure here. You see how your hips are really high right now? The back knee, I want you to support with the hands and just pick up the knee, move it further back in space, take the knee down. Yeah, so now you're much lower, right? So now you're beginning to get the stretch of the glutes. Then walk your hands back and lift the torso. Good, good, good. All right, so this is where you start to feel, are your hips level? If you're sitting on one side, right, what happens is, if you're not level and you're sitting on one side, in order for you not to fall to the side, you end up curving your spine. This is not what you want. You want to be standing on the shins. You want your hips to be level so that your spine is in a vertical line. And here is where you balance. And you want to be in balance before you come forward, right? Then walk your hands forward, forearms down. You can stay here, or you can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. There you go. All right, so it's quite important, in my opinion, when you come into pigeon pose, right, that you don't rush into the pose. You take it one step at a time. And the first step is to get your leg as far forward as you can, and also for your thigh to angle off to the side. Once you have this foundation, you can refine the foundation by drawing your right knee further back to lower your hips. Yeah, right, right. And then once you have everything that's touching the ground, once you have that set, then you have to start to work your way up, right, to make sure that your hips are level and that you're nice and balanced. And then once you're set, then you're ready to come forward. So take your time in how to come into your pigeon so you get a very productive, a very useful pigeon, right? Otherwise, if you're not in the right position, you're really not getting all the stretch that you're looking for here. Three more deep breaths. So in your pigeon, you should feel a nice stretch into your left glutes, left outer leg. Depending on how tight you are in your quads, you might also get quite a nice stretch into your left quads, left knee, left shin. Right? So where you feel the most sensation is where you're least flexible, right? So if you're feeling lots of sensation everywhere, that means that we need a little bit of more work, right? More very defined work here. All right, let's start to break. Walk your hands back in, lift the torso back up with the palms flat, tuck the right toes under, and press into your hands so that you can lift your left leg off the floor and step it right back to your down dog. And then take lots of movement, pedaling your legs out side to side. We'll get some circulation back to your legs. And so again, I just want to repeat the importance of the foundation of your pigeon. And so there are a lot of moving parts as you transition into your proper pigeon, right? So make sure that you take the time and you are very specific on how you move into it. So again, I'll walk you through it, right? On the inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Then on the exhale, draw the knee in toward the nose as you shift your shoulders over your wrists. Come high up on your left tiptoes. Then you're going to rotate your right thigh over to the right side and draw the right heel in a little bit. You're in a pointed toe position and land the shin to the floor. So now your right thigh should be angling out 30 to 45 degrees over to the right side, so away from the center line. With your hands supporting, with your left toes tucked under, move your left leg, left knee as far back as you can so you can lower your seat. Once you get a nice spot, take the left knee down, untuck the toes. Then walk your hands back, lift the torso up, elongate through the spine. So this is where you start to feel, are you level? If you're sitting on one side, you're going to feel like you're falling off to one side. You should feel like you're pretty level to the point that maybe you don't even need your hands, right, to help you to support and you're balanced. Once you're set, now you're ready to move your hands forward, forearms down. or making pillows with the hands and resting the forehead. Good. Much better. Nice. Three more deep breaths. All right, so feeling for the stretch into your right glutes, your right thigh, your quads, right? Your knee, your shin, and the top of the right foot, perhaps, outer right leg. So most of the action is to the right leg and to your hips and to your right glutes. All righty, let's start to make your way back up. So release your hands to the floor, lift the elbows up, walk your hands back in. So with your palms supporting, tuck the left toes under, press into your hands and lift the right thigh off the floor and right shin off the floor, and then walk it back to your down dog and pedaling out the legs. Walk it out side to side. All right, when you're ready, walk your feet forward toward your hands and gently take the seat down. Left leg stays extended, sole of the right foot to the floor. Left hand to the floor, right arm is up. So when you're taking a forward fold asymmetrically, it's almost always opposite-handed foot. Right? The reason is because when you take opposite-handed foot, you tend to square your shoulder over the leg that you're folding forward, right? If you take the same hand, same foot, oftentimes you go the opposite way and you don't get the stretch that you need, right? You want to square over the leg that you're folding over. Right arm up, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, move your arm and your shoulders to reach forward. You can grab your foot, ankles, or your shins, whatever you can hold on to. You want to re-lengthen into your spine, and then with a lengthy spine, you want to hinge at the hips to draw forward. Right? So you do not want to automatically round and shrug your shoulders in order to take the forward fold, right? You want to keep a neutral spine. And then when you take the fold, you're stretching your lower back. So you want to look forward over your left foot. So you're squaring your torso over your left leg. All right. So even if you have to take the outer left leg, you can take the outer left leg. So you just want some level of support and resistance so that you can lengthen your spine. And with that lengthy spine, draw forward. You can even pull with your right hand a little bit. I know that if your lower back is not very flexible, in your brain, you're thinking, I have to get really close to my leg. Well, that will force you sometimes if you're not very flexible. You just end up rounding. Yeah, okay, so my nose is much closer toward the knee, but what is happening here? Nothing. You're curving your spine. You're doing nothing. Whereas if you keep a neutral spine, you see how high up I am. Even if I go forward just a little bit, I feel it right here. This is what you want. This is 1,000 times more beneficial and effective than this. This is doing nothing. This is doing something. So keep in mind that proper technique is far superior in terms of effectiveness than just the illusion, right, of being steeper. It doesn't do anything, right? So take the ego aside, right, and work effectively. All right, start to make your way back up, release, keep the legs as they are, and twist to the right, and this helps you just neutralize your spine. All right, back to center, switch sides. Right leg forward, sole of the left foot to the inner right leg. Right hand to the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine, reach up. Keep that extension. Lean forward over your right leg. Move your left hand to grab the foot, your ankles or your shins, even your outer leg. Then again, if you already started to round, I want you to think about neutral spine first and foremost. And then with that, whatever resistance or whatever support you have, just incrementally, right, with the slightest movement. All you're looking for is the sensation of the stretch of the lower back, right? And then incrementally moving forward in the next bunch of breaths, getting you deeper into the stretch, right? And then also you're looking to line up over your right leg, so you're slightly rotated to the right. A lot better. Yep. Well, that's an example of asymmetry, right? So oftentimes we're stronger and more flexible on one side over the other. And that's because we're either righty or lefty dominant, right? And so those are an example of those asymmetries that we have. We all have them. So what we have to do is make note of those things and work a little bit more with more intent on the opposite side, right? So we get more flexibility, more strength on the other side to even out. And so again, right? So when we're working with uh, in bodies are now very flexible, right? We have to work better with technique so that we get the benefits faster, right? Than if we just kind of take the ego and then work with the ego, right? So working with better technique in time will give you better results. All right, inhale, release. Exhale, counter twist to your left. And back to center. Extend both legs forward and shake it out a little bit and let the legs just kind of neutralize and release. All right, then with your hands supporting, gently lower onto your back. And let's take your reclining twist. Draw the left knee in, left arm goes out to a T, and then you're going to roll to outer right leg, outer right hip for the twist to the right side. Try to keep your left arm, left shoulder blade on the floor so that they act as a support system for you as you take your twist. All right, release, come back to center. Extend the left leg out, draw the right knee in. Take the right arm out to a T. Now keep your right arm, right shoulder blade flat to the floor first. Then, with that foundation, slowly roll to your left and only go as far to the left as you can. Keep your right shoulder, right arm on the floor. Or right shoulder blade and right arm on the floor. All righty, take it back to center and hug both knees in. And that will bring your body back into left and right symmetry. And once you're feeling pretty even, pretty neutral, then step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana, final relaxation. Let the feet separate, toes are turning out, arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed, and let everything go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a cross-legged position. When you take a seat, let's stick a non-dominant shin on top again so you can use your non-dominant side a little bit more to even out. Then reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Come up. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here this morning. All right, and thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again for joining me. See you next time.